Hey there, y'all. Figured I'd put out a video this morning. I was pretty busy yesterday. Was involved in some wood splitting, and I'm dog tired today. I split 2.5 cord of wood yesterday, and sore and just kind of just had. So I'm gonna be taking it easy today and get ready for trading tomorrow. I figured we'd go over a couple of things, here in the video, that have obviously been affecting the stock market and how they've kind of progressed and where I see them going from here. I guess we'll start off with this whole government shutdown drama that's been unfolding. These things are always all for show, and I knew that they were going to pass something. A continuing resolution is what they ended up doing, and it wasn't surprising at all to me. This is just the crap they pull. um, the government likes to stoke a lot of fear into people when it comes to these government shutdowns. It's like, oh, a lot of people, they'll be left without, and they won't be collecting paychecks and this and that. And it's like, oh, maybe some of them won't, but that's typically not how it works. And, of course, those politicians, they always get paid. They don't have to work and they still get paid, which is bullshit. They shouldn't be making anything at all. They are public servants, which means they shouldn't be paid. Just flat out. If you're going to serve the public, serve the public. Otherwise, get on the fuck out of here. We don't want you around. And I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you're Republican or Democrat, they're all wicked as hell. And they've proven it time and time again. And it's like, I don't know how people still believe in the crap and fall for their agenda. They just keep on trudging, and people keep falling for it because 90% of America's population is apparently full of nothing but brainwashed sheep. So until they wake up, figure it the fuck out, nothing's going to change. But anyway, point being, it looks like we're sending another $26 billion to Ukraine, and fueling the ongoing proxy war that we actually started because we didn't abide by the rules that we put into place. So we broke our own rules. Russia was actually protecting people that asked Russia specifically to come in and protect. So, this is all just a farce in itself. It's just another proxy war that, we're going to throw people into the meat grinder, and lots of people are going to end up dead, and, America's going to go broke. So, look at every other war that, the industrial war complex, industrial military complex, but I call them the industrial war complex because that's all they do is take us into pointless wars that literally kill thousands of people over in other countries, and on top of the people that we send from here. So it looks like, what, we've sent 150 billion over there already, add another 26 billion. And then we have the continuing resolution that goes through and funds the government till November. In my opinion, it's just like, shut that shit hole down. Shut DC down. All those politicians need to walk home with no paychecks. All their staffing, no paychecks. Get the hell rid of them. This would save everybody money because then we're not funding a crooked, wicked government. So, if you want to reduce the debt, don't allow politicians to spend money. Don't allow them to send it to Ukraine. But, we're in our whole system is a debt-based system. So, most people, probably some of you that are watching right now, they don't understand how the system actually works. We have to continue to go into debt if we want to continue to have our standard of living, and which for a lot of people sucks nowadays, but it didn't used to always suck as bad anyway. So it's like we're just gonna apparently we're just gonna continue to allow our government to get away with murder and, uh, pedophilia and everything else is just disgusting. They all need to be wiped out. Uh, but anyway, guess, the other bit of news, I guess I should maybe touch on, how I think the market's going to react to this. I think that we'll see some positivity in the market tomorrow, just because the politicians, uh, pass something to temporarily keep themselves funded and keep them spending our money and keep us going into debt. So, um, we'll see, but I'm anticipating, some green in the markets tomorrow because of that. And then the other piece of news that we had going around, it's obviously nothing new, but the whole border situation, which just really pisses me off, because when it comes to Republicans, they're just, man, they're liars, they're thieves, they're literally just screwing everybody. And all you Republicans that are brainwashed into this crap, just wake the fuck up. I mean, figure it out already. That Texas border crisis, I could have it figured out within a handful of days, literally. Like I could come up with a plan that would solve the problem in no time at all. And for some reason, these politicians can't seem to figure it out. Now, let's see, we'll use Texas as an example because Texas is one of those, great conservative, so-called great conservative states that supposedly has it all figured out, which, it's actually the exact opposite. Um, but people down there in Texas, they're so goddamn brainwashed. It's absolutely insane. And of course that governor down there, Greg Abbott, he's an absolute crook. He's been involved in so much corruption. It's absolutely insane, along with all the other politicians down there. And I'll give you a couple of examples of that right now, actually. It's like last night, I watched that one-eyed bastard, Dan Crenshaw, go on, I don't even know what it was, some, mainstream news media outlet. I don't know if it was conservative based or libtard based, but, it doesn't really matter. They're all crooked. And he basically come out and said, well, I don't really see how, shutting down the government is going to help anybody. It's like, well, it's going to help me and every other citizen because you're not going to be spending our hard-earned money that you did nothing to work for. So, it's like, it's just insane. They want to keep themselves, funded, period. They want to keep money rolling into their pockets, even though they've laundered millions and millions of dollars into their own pockets. And the only reason they were put into office to begin with was with foreign money. So, people that think that, that's the whole other thing too, is people that think their vote actually matters at any level, whether it's state or federal, it's a joke. And, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Trump, but, if you didn't learn anything from that experience, God, you're useless as hell. I swear, there's no other way to put it, and I'm not going to try and sugarcoat nothing. So, but Dan Crenshaw is just like, dude, yeah, he was a military guy, and he kind of seemed to oppose a lot of crap on both sides of the aisle, which, was interesting, but I figured, that's going to be short-lived because none of those people that go into politics last more than 2 years. And if they don't, if they don't do as they're told, if they don't go along with the agenda, they're not going to last, period. It's just not going to work. So, you might end up with one or two people in and politics that are, not entirely corrupt. They're all corrupt. There's no doubting that, but you might have one or two that are a little less corrupt. Oh man, that guy just aggravates the hell out of me. Just pissed me off. And then Greg Abbott and, trying to push everything off on the federal government. It's like, Texas, it's like, how should I put this so I don't sound like, I'm going to try and put this as nicely as I can. In Texas, you people seem to think that you need the federal government to come and save your sorry asses every time you have an issue. You can't protect your own damn border on your own damn state. Figure it out. All you need to do, and I see Greg Abbott, oh, we put up razor wire, and then the Biden administration went in and told people to cut the razor wire and blah blah blah. It's like, I'm sick and tired of the fucking excuses. Here's what you do. I guarantee you there are multiple people in Texas just like me. You go and deputize those people, okay? Make them part of law enforcement. Deputize them, arm them, put them on the fucking border, and you tell them to shoot anybody coming across that river. And guess what? They will stop coming. They will quit. They will not go through those entry points, period. And if they do, they're likely to die. So, I don't understand, you fucking idiot conservatives and libtards. I've just given up on those people altogether. But, and I'm about fed up with conservatives as well. But it's like, you can solve your own problems. You have enough money. You have the resources. Do it. But no, Greg Abbott, he's part of the agenda. He is part of that Biden agenda. Okay, do you get it yet? He is just as foul as all the rest of those politicians. So, here's another example of, corruption on Greg Abbott's part. The whole baby formula shortage, okay? It was documented that they had warehouses packed with baby formula shortage that came from Abbott Baby Formula Factory. Greg Abbott's Baby Formula Factory, all right, was sitting down there on the southern border, waiting to, just readily available for, all those illegals, because that's what they are. They're illegals coming through the border. But then we had moms, here in America going into stores and couldn't find any. And what they could find, the prices were jacked up. How does that make any fucking sense to you? It doesn't to me. I mean, come on, people. It's just ridiculous. This country has gone to hell in a handbasket. And there's really no place else to go that's better. But, for Christ's sake, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you people will figure it out eventually. Maybe not. But, the people that don't figure out, you're literally part of the problem. And as long as you people are around, nothing's going to change. So, god damn, I'm just so tired of it all. Anyhow, I guess maybe lastly here, I should touch on ticker AATP. We got an uplisting tomorrow, and I'm going in with $2,500. It's not like small change, but it's not like, not going in, super heavy either. So, that's just because of the position I'm in. I know there's a lot of people out there that have, considerably smaller accounts, and, they're maybe throwing in, hundreds of dollars instead of thousands. That's, that's fine. That's great. It's right now in the market, everything is risk. With this one, I kind of feel like, it's going to be a little bit safer than the last uplisting that I played, which was BGLC, which I made 90% profit on, but I know some people didn't do good, and I think that's just mostly the way that people played it. So with this one, like the last one, I'm playing it, going in on day one with a pre-order. What I don't get in the pre-order, I'm gonna probably buy in some at, right at the get-go, set a limit order, and hopefully that'll get filled. And then from there, watch it and see what it does. See what the price action movement looks like, if it's gonna move up or down. And if it moves down, well, then I'm gonna be looking for a possibly another entry point. If it slaps bottom and it's like, okay, it's clear that that's going to be the bottom. That's where I'm going to be eating up more shares and riding that puppy back up. So, I'm hoping to make anywhere in between 50 and 100% profit tomorrow is what I'm hoping for. We'll kind of see what happens. But I guess I'll pretty much wrap it up there. I don't think I have too much more to say. I kind of went on my rant about the government, and if I offend you, I'm not sorry. I'm sick of this crap, and a lot of other people that I know are too. I have friends that recently moved to Texas, and they're like, God, it's just the heat down here sucks, and there's a whole lot of brainwashed people down here too, and we got Californians flooding down here. It's like, well, at least the Californians are flooding down there and not into my state, because I don't fucking want those people here. They're full-blown communists, and I just don't put up with them, period. If we're going to take our country back, we got to get these people the hell out of here, one way or the other. And and all the politicians that have created this mess over the last century, because this isn't a new thing. If you know your history at all, you'd know that most all of our history was written, by the side that ended up winning. Well, they write the history the way they want it written. And a lot of actual facts are pretty much left out. And so, you can pretty much forget most all the bullshit that you learned in public school. Even, 20 years ago, 25 years ago when I was in public elementary school, first through sixth grade, it was brainwashing then. And now it's just like, if you send your kid into public school, you're just a terrible person. I mean, you're just literally asking for your child to go downhill. So, and in that right, maybe you should have your child taken from you, unlike this new Californian law that they're putting into place where, if you don't affirm your child's sexual identity, where basically 6 to 8 years old, they get to decide whether or not they're male or female. They're going to take your kids away from you. It's like, yeah, try it, motherfuckers. You will die. You come to my house and you try and take my daughter from me, you're going to get bullets. And you're not going to have time to run. You're not going to have time for anything. All you people better watch out. There's some shit that's going to be hitting the fan here real soon. And you better know, if you're not careful and you don't figure it out here real quick and you're not on the right side of things, well, oh man, good luck, because you're going to be in a world of hurt. Anyhow, I think I'll wrap it up there, and I'll probably make another video here later on. As always, I like to hear the comments. I don't care what you have to comment. It could be negative, positive. I'll tell you how much of an idiot you are, if need be. And then I'll, present facts in front of you and documentation that backs everything up. I'm not the kind of person to just, spew a bunch of shit and then, not back it up with something. Those people are shit talkers, and I don't put up with those either. So anyhow, y'all have the rest of a good afternoon. I'm probably going to go grab something to eat and get on some research and keep y'all informed. Look forward to Aatp tomorrow morning. Hopefully they don't change it up. Hopefully they don't push the date back. I haven't looked at anything yet today to know, if anything's changed. So we'll go get all that figured out, and I'll let you know. Talk to y'all later.